Welcome back, everybody, to our final segment for City Line today, and I am so happy to welcome the Job Carr Cabin Museum here to talk about Fiber Fling. We've got Courtney Bird, the Executive Director of the Job Carr Museum. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Always good to see you. We have a running joke that we've seen each other the last 2 Thursdays, so what are we going to do next week?
No, I'm excited. Coffee date.
We might have to do that. Holly Stewart, you are the Program Manager for the museum. Welcome once again to City Line as well.
Thank you.
And you're both here to talk about something that comes up every single year, Fiber Fling. But before we do that, Courtney, some of our viewers might not know, what and where is the Job Carr Cabin Museum?
So the Job Carr Cabin Museum is in Old Town Park in North Tacoma. When you're driving up or down 30th, you'll pass it. It's a little log cabin. It's a replica of the first cabin built by a non-native settler in Tacoma, Job Carr. That cabin was built in 1865. Our replica was built about 25 years ago. And we are open on Fridays and Saturdays to the public, and we also do a lot of programming in the schools.
That's fantastic. Now, we've got this year's Fiber Fling coming up. It's an important event for y'all. And Holly, what can you tell us about Fiber Fling? What is it?
That's right. So this is the 4th annual Tacoma Fiber Fling, and it is all about crafts like sewing and knitting and quilting, all of those fun fiber arts and crafts activities. And we have everything from engaging small children into very early fine motor skills activities up to more advanced, if you are an expert fiber artist, there will be all sorts of amazing things to see too.
It's wonderful. And what day is it again?
It is Saturday, September 27th.
Oh, great.
Will be 11 to 3 in Tacoma's Old Town Park.
There's a lot of activities that day. You can start at 8 a.m. in the morning and just keep going through activities all day with that. It's going to be fantastic. Now, what kind of activities can we expect if we go to the park that day? And I think we have some examples with us.
We
as well.
do. So we will have activities for young children, like basic learning to sew toys and learning to sew a button, for example, and weaving. We'll have very introductory kind of looms up to very advanced looms that the Tacoma Weavers Guild brings out, to spinning wheels where people are turning raw fibers into yarn that you can use for things like knitting and crochet. We'll have local quilting groups who have their beautiful creations on display and would love to talk more to folks about how they make those and how to get involved with doing those kinds of activities. Felting, macramé, all of those fun kinds of things.
You mentioned quilting for a second, and so Courtney, I'm going to turn to you real quick for a second. You're wearing a quilted sweater.
I am.
That is fantastic.
Thank you so much. For me, it kind of represents why the fiber arts are so important. This sweater was given to me by my sisters. It was not made by them, but I think the fiber arts often come with a story. And I get more comments and questions and compliments on this sweatshirt than anything I've ever owned in my life. So I really admire all the fiber artists that are practicing their art, that are handing it down to future generations and sharing it across cultures and with each other.
It's fantastic. It's a great piece.
Thank
Now, Holly,
you.
you mentioned the guild's going to be there at the Fiber Fling, but also what other vendors and community groups are going to be there, and what will they be doing there?
So we have over 20 vendors and community organizations who will be at Tacoma Fiber Fling. Everything from selling beautiful yarns. These are actually 2 that I bought at last year's event from some amazing local fiber artists. We have people who will be demonstrating their arts, people who will be answering your questions if you're stuck on something and are curious about how to solve a fiber arts issue. We'll also have a sit and stitch area where you can bring your own projects and just work on it and enjoy some great friends to talk to and live local music too.
I was just going to say, you have live local music. That's going to be wonderful. The park is wonderful to have live music in. Mm-hmm. Who's performing this year?
We have 3 amazing local artists. Walker Sherman will be on stage, and Angie Lynn and Reagan Leilani. So 3 solo artists who are going to bring their amazing music.
Yay! It makes it a fun afternoon having
Absolutely.
that happening. Now, who can we thank for supporting this event? It's not happening just by 1 or 2 people. Who needs to be thanked for helping support this?
So we are always grateful to Tacoma Creates. They support a lot of our programming, including our festivals that we put on, and including Fiber Fling. DaVita is a corporate sponsor that has been an amazing support for us, and they do some volunteer work with us as well. And Old Town Business and Professional Association and Music and Old Town Fund, they have been amazing neighborhood sponsors and supporters too. And Visual Options provides some in-kind sponsorship for our festivals, so we couldn't do it without them.
That's wonderful. It's all about community today.
Yes.
And every day mostly. I mean, this is something that's so wonderful, and you guys are doing such a wonderful thing there. What else do you have coming up, though? This isn't the only thing you do. What else is happening at the museum?
No, whenever we have people stop into the cabin, I tell them we are so much more than what you see between these four walls. We have a lot of school programming, and that is kicking off with the start of the school year. So Holly does a lot of that work and is very busy, both in the schools and doing field trips for us. And we also have our 25th anniversary as a museum coming up on December 2nd.
Oh, just throw that one in there. It's a 25th
It's
anniversary.
a big one. It's a big one. So December 2nd will kick off a year-long commemoration and celebration of these 25 years working in the community and bringing local history to life. So we'll have some events coming up. Definitely stay tuned. And we're excited to be announcing that. In December, we will be hosting a craft Saturday where we'll have living history performers and some treats and just ways to engage with the cabin for families and people of all ages. So we're excited for that kickoff event.
That's great. And to find out everything, we should go to your website?
Yes, our website, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, they're pretty active and have all of the details.
Now, if somebody wanted to help and volunteer with the things that you do at the Job Carr Museum, what's the best way to do that?
Reach out to us. We have an amazing volunteer coordinator, our colleague Kristen, and we have a lot of opportunities to get involved. So we have docenting at the cabin. We have helping with field trips. If you are more of a behind-the-scenes volunteer, you can certainly do admin work, but also helping with a lot of our educational materials that go out to the schools, prepping crafts, prepping our traveling trunks that have curriculum for 3rd and 4th grade to learn about local history. We even have a volunteer who does the woodworking and creates covered wagons to send out to schools. So we really couldn't do it without our volunteers.
That's wonderful. Courtney and Holly, thank you so much for being here today, and congratulations on the 25 years and the Fiber Fling coming up at the Job Carr Cabin Museum. And I want to thank you for joining us today as well, and our wonderful guests who were here today. The American Heart Association with their walk coming up, Alexis, Amira, and Eddie. The Tacoma Studio Tour and Tacoma Arts Month, Daniel, Joseph, and Caitlin. Tacoma Opera with Soon, Catherine, and Julie. Of course, Bruin, our Pet of the Week, and our Neighborhood Council with Tim, Tom, and Tony. Make sure you check out all those great organizations and help do what you can to be a better community member. We will see you back next week with Amanda back here at City Line. Thank you so much.